Hello and welcome back to Rajti Coaching, the place where you can find information about all your personal development needs and also corporate coaching. I recently received a message from somebody asking me to help them understand how to put a speech together for their public speaking. Now, public speaking is something that requires a lot of training. If you've had the training, fair enough. If not, I would advise you to train yourself in that before you deliver a speech. Okay, and it's a sort of training that I can provide as well. Now the speech differs for everybody and it differs topic from topic. In order for you to put the speech together first, you need to understand the parts of speech. That's right, the parts of speech. You see, all the words in the English language can be classified as one of the 8 different parts of speech. Understanding the different parts of speech is important in understanding how words should be put together or joined together, if you will, in a speech, so that way people can understand what you're saying, and if you're writing it as well, it will be written in a correct way. And this understanding of the parts of speech is also important for knowing how to correctly punctuate sentences as well. Now, the 8 parts of speech are nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, conjunctions, prepositions, and interjections. A noun is generally defined as a person, a place, or a thing. However, ideas are also a noun. I know it sounds a bit weird, right? But I'll give you an example. Love is not tangible. Okay, it's not something that you can touch, you can't see, but you can't hold it either. But it clearly exists. So, for that reason, it's a noun. Nouns can be divided into 2 main categories, proper nouns and common nouns. Now, proper nouns, they are the names of people or places that requires you to have capital letters for both their first name and last name, or if it's a place, just for the first letter in the name. For example, Joe Smith, Raj T Coaching, or the Queen Elizabeth, for example. Common nouns are names that do not require capitalization. For example, you've got shirts, books, house, schools, etc. A verb is a word that describes action or a state of being. The second part of this definition is important, as many believe that verbs are always action words that can be visualized. This is true of action verbs like run, walk, play, jump, sing, scream, etc. But there are also linking verbs, and these types of verbs do not express actions at all. Instead, they express identity, classification, or the existence. For example, you've got the most common linking verbs, which are is, am, was, were, are, and verb phrases which end in be, been, and being. I'll repeat that again. It's be, been, and being. Verbs often change their form as different endings are added to them. These endings are changed to show a verb's relationship with time. This is referred to as a verb tense. A pronoun is a word that is used to replace a noun. For example, instead of saying Joe likes pizza, we can use the example he as a substitute to Joe. So you could say he likes pizza. Writers who are writing speeches for others or for themselves need to be careful with pronoun and how to use them, as pronoun should only be used after a noun has been used first. And it must be clear that which noun the pronoun is replacing. So you need to make sure that you're not repeating yourself. An adjective modifies or limits or describes a noun or a pronoun. Essentially, it provides more information about a person, a place, or a thing. For example, Joe is a tall, thin man. Both tall and slim are adjective as they are used to describe Joe, right? So you can't say Joe is slim, Joe is tall, or Joe is tall and Joe is... No, you just use it as and when you need to, but don't repeat yourself. Similar to adjective, an adverb modifies a verb. An adjective or another adverb. For example, Joe walked slowly towards the door. The word slowly serves as an adverb since it describes how he walked. A preposition shows the relationship between a noun and a pronoun and some other word in the sentence. This relationship is spatial, temporal, or directional. For example, if you say Joe walked towards the house, the word towards is a preposition since it's describing or showing direction. When linked with a noun or a pronoun, preposition creates a word group which can be referred to as prepositional phrases. Conjunctions are used to link words or parts of sentences together. There are four different types of conjunction. You've got the coordinating, you've got the subordinating, the adverb, and the correlating. Coordinating conjunction, you've got the words for, and, nor, but, yes, so. These are used to connect similar words or independent clauses, sentences if you will, together. Now, coordinating conjunctions are often referred to by the acronym fanboys. So if you remember fanboys, when somebody is using the word for, and, nor, but, or, yes, or so, then you know they're actually using a coordinating conjunction to link things or words together in a sentence. So make sure you don't actually use too many of these coordinating conjunctions in your speech. Otherwise it seems repetition all the time. Subordinating conjunctions come at the beginning of subordinating clause. So and they're used to connect subordinate clause to the rest of the sentence. They're also referred to as the independent clause, right? So the common subordinating conjunction includes after, as, although, because, before, even though, if, once, rather than, since, that, though, unless, until, when, whenever, whereas, and while. Conjunctive adverbs are traditional words used to connect one sentence to another. The common conjunctive adverbs include words like additionally, in addition, moreover, also, consequently, furthermore, otherwise, instead, for instance, for example, however, on the other hand, conversely, nevertheless, accordingly, therefore, generally, in fact, in other words, in conclusion, and finally. These are the words you see a lot of people use when they want to connect words together, and this is what you call the conjunctive adverbs. You may find people use that a lot to buy time or to try to prove a point. If you hear that, you probably know if they're repeating themselves, they're not too sure what they're talking about. But if they use it every so often, that's okay, but not too many times in a speech. Correlative conjunctions are a combination of coordinating conjunction and another word. For example, if I was to say both Joe and I are having a hard time fixing the car, both and are the correlative conjunction. And finally, interjection. Now, an interjection is a word added to a sentence to convey emotion and is not grammatically related to any part of the sentence, but interjection can also serve as a single word sentence. For example, you've got wow, ouch, hurrah, and one that people use quite a lot these days is lol. Now, interjection are rarely used in academic writing or somewhere quite formal, and their use should be limited or avoided if you can in essays and in speeches, unless it's the actual desired sensation that you're trying to convey through your speeches. So if you were to say lol, you perhaps want to elaborate a little bit more why you're using that. I hope this video helped you understand a little bit more how the parts of the speech can be used together to put together a nice speech. So when you deliver it, there are not too many repetitions, but you're using the right gaps at the right place at the right time, and you deliver the speeches that you're doing quite well. If you've got any issues or if you've got any questions about public speaking, don't be afraid. I know it's quite a frightful thing to do public speeches, but don't be afraid to ask me and I'll be more than happy to help you. I hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up, like it, share with your friends and family, and as usual, if you've got any questions, please send in your requests. I've got loads of requests. Some of you have been sending the same request over again, which I've already done the videos for, but thank you very much for those of you who keep sending new requests all the time. It helps me to help you put a video for you. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye now.